All right, so today we're going to look at how we're going to set up our poetry portfolio all in one Google Doc. So at this point, you probably have typed up most of your poems in other Google Docs. You have all these Google Docs with all of your poems typed. To turn in your final poetry portfolio to me, you're going to turn in just one document that you find in Google Classroom, and it's going to be titled Poetry Portfolio, and then when you open it up, it'll make a copy and your name will be next to it. So the poetry portfolio that we're looking at here is Freckles. I'm going to show you how to set it up using the document outline feature so you can quickly find your poems, and each poem will have its own section. So before I do anything in this document, I am going to go up here to Tools, and I'm going to turn on the document outline thing here. So I click on that, and that opens up this sidebar here that says outline. And so now anytime I make a heading by bolding something, it will add it to the outline. So the first page of your poetry portfolio is going to be like the cover page of your portfolio. So I would like you to come up with like a creative title for your poetry portfolio that kind of reflects your body of work. So Freckle has decided to title his portfolio My Life in Catastic, haha, Poems, all right? So he's going to title it and he's going to put his name underneath it. So to make this part of the outline, we're going to highlight the title of your portfolio and we're going to bold it. So now you can see that whatever I just bolded ends up here in the outline. From here, I can do anything I want with this as long as I don't bold any of the other font, any of the other typing on this page. So I'm going to put it in the center, My Life in Catastic Poems, Freckle Mayo. You know, Freckle from here could pick a picture, whatever he wants, adds the title, but the title page is done in terms of what you need. An original title and your name. From here, he's going to start a new page, and to do this, you are going to hit Command or Shift and return. All right, so that brings you a new page. You can also do that by doing Insert and coming down here to Page Break. All right, so either way is going to work. Insert, Page Break may be your best bet. So now we have a new page. Now you are going to go in order of how you wrote the poem. So the first poem we wrote, if you remember, is the couplet poem. So I'm going to bring this back and I'm going to left align and I'm just going to write couplet. And put this in 12 font, but now I'm going to bold it. So this should add to, okay, so what we had to do here is we're going to bold it and then we're going to select and we're going to select heading 1. All right, so that makes it show up here in the outline. Now, as you know, this will not be the title of Freckles' poem. All right, remember we're not titling our poems with the type of poem inside the title. So Freckles' couplet poem is titled FBI, Leave My iPhone Alone. All right, so now what Freckle would do from here is he would go find his couplet poem in Google Drive in the document he typed it in and copy and paste it underneath his title. Once he's inserted his couplet poem, he's then going to do it again. He's going to do the same thing. Insert, page break, all right? The next poem we wrote was the riddle poem. So he's going to start this new page with riddle poem. He's going to select that, highlight it all, click normal text, and he's going to select heading. So see there again, it appears in the outline. And then from here, he's going to write out the creative title of his riddle poem, Ode to the Can Opener. And remember with the riddle poem, you need to write the answer of your riddle on the paper so that Miss Mayo will know what it is. Okay, so again, Freckle will go find his riddle poem wherever it is in Google Classroom. He will copy and paste it in here, and then after that, he will insert a page break, starting a new page. The next poem we wrote was your sonnet. All right, so Freckle's going to write sonnet. He's going to select normal text, choose heading 1. It appears here in the outline. Then underneath, he starts typing his sonnet, which was called The Vacuum Monster. That is Freckles' greatest fear, the vacuum. So again, he's going to repeat this process over and over again. He's going to copy and paste his poem into this. He's going to insert a page break, and then he's going to move on to the next type of poem that he wrote, Villanelle. Okay, and then it appears in the outline. All the crinkly things is what he titled that poem. All right, so now as he continues to do this, you're going to see this begins to add up. So if I want to go back to the couple poem, I'm going to click on the couple poem, and it brings me right there. So it's a really easy way to navigate through a Google Doc like a portfolio. So you could go back, you could toggle back and forth quite quickly as you build this up. Now, just one more thing. So I'm going to add in, I know Ekphrastic was not the next poem, but I'm going to add it in. And one of the things I'm asking you to do with your Ekphrastic poem is inserting the link or the actual picture that you used for your Ekphrastic poem. Okay, so he wrote his poem about one of the cat pictures. He would copy and paste that poem in here, and then he would go back to that document that I had in Google Classroom with all the links to the poems. He would copy and paste that link to the bottom of his page here, and then he's done. So by the end of it, you know, we can do this one more time so you can see how it looks when it's done. He will have, so after Villanelle, we wrote free verse poem. Again, I select all of that. I ask for heading 1, and it shows up there. So by now, we have all of our poems here in the document. We've copied and pasted them all from our Google Drive documents, and we've created this outline so we can toggle through very quickly. And now, so a couple things to remember. You want to select heading 1 up here, so it will show up in the outline. Yes, you are at the top writing what kind of poem you wrote, but that is not the title. It does not count as the title of the poem. You need to have a second title, just like Freckle does for all of these poems here. And then from there, you can choose how you want to format these poems on the page. As a poet, you get to choose what they look like on the page. So choose carefully, be thoughtful about it, make sure what you're including actually adds something to the meaning of poem and isn't just something that looks cool. And then finally, once you've gotten all of your poems in there, you're also going to add in your self-reflection. So after the Ekphrastic poem, you're going to insert a page break, and you're going to write, you're going to put your self-reflection into that last page of the document. Again, adding it as a heading so that it shows up, and then Freckle would copy and paste his self-reflection to me into this document, and he would be finished after he revised and edited. All right, so that is how we're going to be setting up our poetry portfolio using the outline feature in Google Drive. If you have any questions, let me know.